douchebag.
You know, that's actually a great chant to have. I'm surprised it hasn't... That should catch on like wildfire.
Yes. Started by a 4-year-old.
Yes.
Miz comes out, you hear little voices in the crowd going, douchebag, douchebag, douchebag.
And that is what's wrong with the education system in this country today.
A chorus of tiny douchebags rain across...
Dude, have you been to a mall recently? There's already a chorus of tiny douchebags.
Ask anybody that's worked security at a mall.
Covered or uncovered mall?
Either one.
Strip mall, there's less of them because they can't huddle together in groups as well.
Yeah.
They have to fight the rain and things.
Yeah. And then they just think they can just lie on the floor wherever they want to lie down. And
then the covered ones, they can steal money out the fountain.
And apparently we are on! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 2 of Mike and the Guido.
It's a special SummerSlam edition.
Yes, as you can tell, I forego the button-down shirt today to wear the appropriate attire of 12-year-old girls worldwide.
You need the leather jacket to go with it.
Yeah, I probably also need the English accent, the black hair.
A lot paler.
Yeah. I tan easily.
Yeah, same here.
Yes. As of course, as you can see, we are joined by our representative of the Internet Overlords. All hail the Overlords. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as we're filming this, we just got done watching WWE SummerSlam 2014, and I can't speak for my broadcast colleague, or
our director.
Yes.
Nobody speaks for me.
But I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that bad. My wife actually gave it a solid 6.
6 out of 10?
Yeah.
You know, actually, I'd give it a 7. I mean, it shows they're trying.
Yeah.
It shows they're trying at least. And above all else, what did they do? They gave the fans what they wanted.
They wanted a Nikki heel turn.
But I'm talking about like right off the bat. Okay.
Oh, Push Ziggler?
Yes, exactly. Push Ziggler. Let's we're gonna break it. We're gonna break SummerSlam down match by match. There was the pre-show match, Cesaro versus Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam won that match.
Yeah.
We're not sure why.
Yeah, I missed that one.
I think a lot of people missed that one. They're like,
the fuck?
Exactly. Like, why is Rob Van Dam wrestling Cesaro?
Shouldn't this be in mid-card?
I thought that was going to be a Kool-Aid drinking competition.
No. Because I think the formula's changed. You want to keep it on an even keel if you're doing Kool-Aid drinking contests.
Okay.
Everybody's got to drink grape.
Yes.
From pink glasses.
Yes, but back when these belts were in fashion, it was cherry. Ask Tommy Dreamer.
Well, he was the one mixing it.
Yeah. He was king of the Kool-Aid.
He was the distributor. You don't believe us? Just ask him. If you can find it.
Watch Ladies and Gentlemen, My Name is Paul Heyman. Beautiful DVD.
I have yet to witness this glorious work of documentary. But you have?
Yes.
And what do you think of it?
I haven't watched the bonus discs with the past promos and everything in it yet, but I've watched the documentary and I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10.
Wait, hold on. This is talking we're talking about. If we don't give it a 10 out of 10, we're going to have riots.
Bear in mind it's also produced by Triple H.
Okay, I understand. Is that why you're docking that 1 point? Because seriously, if you give it anything less than 10 out of 10, I have a feeling all 30 of our viewers are going to get pissed off at us.
Hey, Paul alone grants it a 10 out of 10. And it's just that little Stephanie in there doing her jabs at him kind of pissed me off.
I think you pissed Brie Bella off too tonight.
Yeah, but she apparently didn't know the safety word.
Banana.
No, it's yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. And we can thank TNA for providing the WWE with that wonderful storyline twist.
Indeed. Yes, okay. Of all the things you can rip off, the freaking Claire Lynch storyline?
Yeah.
That didn't even work for TNA.
Didn't work for WWE either, apparently.
No, because, like, seriously, we didn't mention it at all afterwards.
Nope. Well, they kind of mentioned it in that little backstage interview where he said all the charges were dropped.
As was the storyline.
Yes.
Completely.
They just wadded that shit up and threw it in the toilet.
Exactly. That's also where the blueberry went. Oh, did you see on my Twitter where I had lunch with Brie?
Yes.
Yes. One blueberry.
That's it.
Exactly.
Careful, it farts.
You see that one commercial and you roll with it. Okay.
Yes.
Can we actually talk about SummerSlam now, or are we going to continue with farting blueberries?
No, let's keep going with SummerSlam.
Yes, because seriously, farting blueberries, though entertaining, not as entertaining as... Okay, let's skip that Cesaro RVD match because we're all wondering why.
Yeah.
Okay, the first match they broke out with, the Intercontinental title match between Dolph Ziggler and The Miz.
Where my 4-year-old started a douchebag chant.
It will catch fire. This man, the 4-year-old, has lightning in a bottle with this chant. But now, finally, everyone will finally, hopefully, quit it with the push Ziggler stuff. Hey, we like Ziggler. Well, now he's got the Intercontinental title. He beat The Miz.
Well, they probably won't stop bitching until they put the world title back on him.
You're probably right.
Wait, he had that?
Yeah.
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 Till he got a concussion from Alberto Del Rio.
Ooh. Yeah, we're about to do.
Save it.
Oh, I'm saving it.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
Alright.
I'm warming up for that one. It's good.
So, Ziggler.
So, Ziggler defeated The Miz. In the process, of course, became the Intercontinental Champion. I had one problem with that match. Just one.
One?
Exactly.
Like
That's
the blueberry.
That's it. Yes, exactly. One problem. Who the hell told The Miz he could no-sell a move?
Al Snow.
Damn.
Because according to Mick Foley, Al Snow can't even sell chairs. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of our good friend Mick Foley, we inserted an Al Snow joke.
You're welcome. We'll be expecting the $9.99 so that we can continue having our WWE network.
Yes.
But like right before the finish, I thought it was a good solid match throughout. Really good give and take, showcasing both Ziggler and The Miz. But then you have Ziggler doing the famouser, and all of a sudden, boom! Miz back up, skull crashing finale.
And we were like, what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, who gave you permission to no sell?
Well,
What have you earned?
Well, that was kind of like Super Cena making his amazing comeback later in the night.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
No, exactly.
Stay on topic.
Yeah, we're running low on time here. All right, going to match number 2, the Divas Championship match, where AJ Lee defended against Paige.
Where one competitor in this match delivered one of the most beautiful performances of her career, and the other one shit all over the audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm probably going to get all sorts of heat for what I'm about to say, and I want to clarify these are my opinions, and the opinions they're not shared by our director. They are not shared by Mike. They are not shared by anyone.
Fangirl hate mail incoming. Just toss it at him.
Yes.
He will respond to each and every one of you.
Each and every one. Wait, does FedEx still ship poop?
I don't know. We'll have
Okay.
to ask the guy when he stops by work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
How much for the poop?
San Diego Zoo used to send it in a can.
There we go. I said it in a can. But anyway, off topic.
You
Okay,
saw
I
that
wanna
episode
say-
of Pawn Stars 2?
I want to say to all the AJ Lee fangirls and fanboys, I know you're out there, who worship the ground that AJ walks on. AJ has not been worth a crap since she came back. AJ has been coasting off of the fact that she is now Mrs. CM Punk.
And look, ladies and gentlemen, he came to save us.
You all bought into it. I want a person out there to tell me that when AJ came back, you didn't sit there once and kneel down and pray. Thank you, Jesus, for bringing back the AJ. Now we know Punk is coming back. No, he's not. Punk will not come back. He will not come back for you.
Not even for his wife.
AJ failed you. AJ failed each and every one of you. She took the reputation that she had built out as the best damn worker in the Divas division and threw it away. Why? Oh, they can't touch me. I'm married to Punk. If I was on my knees, I'd be skipping around right now.
It'd be a beautiful thing.
And as you are living in your deluded world that AJ is the greatest thing, you are knocking Paige. You're slamming Paige. You're saying she can't talk. You're saying she can't work. She can wrestle. I know that's a dirty word in WWE, but she can work. And AJ is capable of so much more than she has been putting out in the past, 2 months since she's returned.
2, 3, something like that.
This match, I'm sorry, it could be the start of something tremendous. I can see this feud going to WrestleMania.
I could see the first ever Divas Hell in the Cell match.
I keep saying Iron Diva match. But this is what will need to happen.
AJ will have to get the thumb out of her ass?
AJ has worked so hard to get herself over. She is so undersized. She's not a prototypical diva. She has worked to get herself over. Now she needs to work to get over herself.
And her husband.
Actually, we have to work to get over him.
No, that too.
Okay. We got over Stone Cold leaving.
We got over The Rock leaving.
We can get over CM Punk leaving. P.T. Barnum said it. The show must go on.
Ask Jeff Jarrett.
If Punk might return.
He may.
But until that day comes, for the love of God, quit chanting it during every Dangblasted Divas match.
And you know what? As long as you keep chanting it during every AJ match, he's not going to come back just to piss you off. I know, because I would.
AJ is not Punk.
Nope.
And AJ's professionalism has been fucking piss poor ever since she returned.
Then her weak-ass attempts at copying her husband's moves.
She has taken every liberty to do as little as possible. And that is not just an insult to the people she has worked with. That is not just an insult to Paige, with whom she couldn't stay on the same plane of the storyline. And it is an insult to each and every one of you. AJ has insulted you. You should feel ashamed that you have bought her shirts, that you have touted your love for her. And I am not saying that because of the shirt I'm wearing. I am saying that as a professional wrestling fan. You, me, him, that guy, this cat deserve to have the best possible show that can be put on. And AJ, time after time after time, has not delivered since her return. And I am glad that that god-awful, worthless Barbie prop is off of her. And if the rumors are true, and AJ leaves, good riddance. We will be glad to be rid of her. We will be glad to have a Divas division, hell, a WWE in general, where they care about entertaining the fans. We paid our money to the organ grinder. Dance, monkey, dance. So anyway, page 1.
Yes.
Divas title. Yay.
Yes. It was a beautiful thing.
It was.
And yet she didn't sit there and say, that Diva's not dead. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a new addition to our show. The Monty Python reference jar.
We don't swear as much as we'd like to on the show, but Monty Python references are endless. So
Wait, before too long we're going to have one of those 5-gallon water jugs. I was going to say Doctor Who references.
This diva has ceased to be. Put on my tab.
Oh, with the addition of the Mountain Dew you drink every time you come over here? Okay. Well, shoot. I got so lost in my diatribe there. What was it? White versus Jericho?
I think the next match after that was the quote-unquote flag match.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the flag match, whereas we would raise a flag. You know, it's apparently WWE is so broke they couldn't afford to bring the poles that you attach to the ring posts for a flag match.
I kind of remember back in the day, especially the last one, Shawn versus Brett. It was more like a game of capture the flag.
Is there not a Home Depot or Lowe's in the LA County area?
All you need is like a 2x4 or some shit.
Yeah.
And some zip ties.
Dude, we could build a ring with less.
Yeah.
It's better than their original idea, which was the pinch a tent match.
Pinch a tent?
Or pitch a tent.
Well, everybody got disqualified. I'm just waiting for... I was really hoping Lana would wear one of those pinstripe suits, because, you know, those lines may be straight, but they ain't on that suit. No. Okay,
Hooah!
Hooyah.
Pitch a tent match. where the wrestlers wear outfits so tight, you can see what religion they are.
Whoa.
That joke was courtesy of our good friend, Robin Williams.
May he rest in peace.
Peace.
Of all the jokes you gotta do with Robin, you did that.
It was one of the last ones
Have
I
you
heard.
been drinking before? Did you get in the Cole's commentating whiskey?
No, I was listening to a Robin Williams CD from the 80s.
Well, fair enough. Robin Williams, I mean, he's done so many jokes. It's kind of hard to be a comedian and not stumble on one eventually.
Yeah. Well, it was just using that particular one.
Hey, I think it fit. It was pretty good.
Yes.
We like to
Fits snugly into the plum
We just
smuggler.
shoved it around the hole.
Yep. I did like the way that Lana had put the words fist and happy ending in the same sentence.
Yes. Bet you Rusev is hoping for that later.
No, he's finally hoping for that crush. She keeps telling him she's going to give him an orange crush, but it never happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so, match? It was, okay.
I was actually expecting Swagger to win, but then when they did the flag match...
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they're trying to build it up, so that's why they keep having Rusev win. But Rusev did win by submission with the accolade.
That he almost couldn't pull off.
Yeah, it's interesting how he's converting between doing a move and selling the ankle.
Yeah.
Ching Chang, Wada Wada
let's
Bing
move
Bang?
on to the from the Ching Chang Wada Wada Bing Bang. Was next? Let's see. Next was the lumberjack match, right?
Yes. The clusterfuck from Hell match.
I didn't say it yet.
Okay. I just want you to know it's there.
We know it's there. Because Damian Sandow knew.
Pro wrestlers don't dress up like lumberjacks.
Well, he did. He did. Hold on just a second.
We should have prepared for this.
I'm sorry. I don't carry change.
Hey, you got any change, mister?
There you go.
In the basket.
Why? Because he was dressed like a... Why? Because he's a lumberjack and he's okay. He works all... Okay.
Save some of those, would you?
I don't think I'm going to do any more of those, but...
I might.
You told spit on your tab.
All right.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, when the Monty Python reference jar fills up, one lucky viewer will win the contents in the form of a WWE shop gift card.
Yes.
You can hope for the $9.99.
We're going to buy your network subscription.
Come on.
Anyway, so basically, it's a lumberjack match where the lumberjacks had one job.
And they didn't know how to do it.
And at one point, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins get out of the ring. They're fighting in the crowd.
And the lumberjacks are standing there with thumbs in their asses.
Yes, they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Keep the guys in the fucking ring.
Exactly.
Well, I was quite amused by the beginning, the very first time Ambrose got thrown out. Before the lumberjacks even touched him, he started beating the shit out of the lumberjacks.
I think I would too. But,
That's what the Titty Master is all about.
yeah. We were hoping, I mean, it was an entertaining match, don't get me wrong, and for the first time in the history of a lumberjack match, the fight ended up in the crowd, where the lumberjacks had to go out into the crowd, grab Ambrose, grab Rollins, get your tail ends back in this ring. I am drooling everywhere.
And the match ended with Kane.
Yes.
How? They don't know how to book a finish.
Apparently not in the lumberjack match.
They forgot how.
So let's have just have Kane just start beating up all the lumberjacks, and then Seth Rollins hits Ambrose with a case for the win.
So it basically ended like Roadhouse.
No one's throat got ripped out.
Ah.
Damn it, I know.
Damn.
I know, I was hoping for that too.
Well, at least the Buzzsaw's beautiful singing voice remains intact.
Yeah.
You're welcome!
Yeah, and that one point during the match, they were dragging the Thigh Master back to the ring by his thighs.
Ugh.
And then Ambrose jumped down. That was...
Well, fair enough. That's probably the only place they could get a good grip on him.
Yeah.
Especially with that Guardians of the Galaxy costume he had on.
You know, I'm just waiting for him to stand up at the top rope. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, you know what's coming. Waiting for him to stand up on the top rope, hold that briefcase held by and scream, "Hail Hydra!"
It'll come. Especially when another superstar's...
That's what she said!
Scarlett Johansson shows up on Raw.
We're not going to talk about Scarlett Johansson.
Nobody talks about ScarJo.
No. There's issues there.
He's the reason that Avengers 2 got postponed.
I'm sorry!
Yeah.
I'm sorry!
You dirty son of a bitch.
I'm sorry!
And we get Guardians of the Galaxy to replace it. So we just all have to deal with it.
Yeah, I like that guy Drax. I just wish he wouldn't because I was gassed in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That's okay. I can't decide who I want to be Doctor Strange yet.
And you got Groot running around trying to drive old muscle cars.
Yeah.
I'm Groot.
And Zoe Saldana was green this time, not blue.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're getting off topic. Let's finish SummerSlam.
Ding.
Okay, the next one, Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho. Rowan and Harper banned from ringside. Did Bray Wyatt need him? No. Why?
Because he is the eater of worlds.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world. I know what you said. In his hands. Okay.
Yes, we had to do it.
Of course. It was a good, solid, technical match throughout.
Yes.
And
Although that one move Jericho pulled off near the beginning of the match, I couldn't tell if he fucked it up or if it was meant to look like that.
dude, Jericho invented fuck-ups.
Yeah. But like I said earlier to my wife, Jericho can fuck up a move and still make it look like it was meant to be that way.
Meant to do it.
Just ask Kane. Or Rhino.
Yep.
So I still have video footage of Jericho going for the Lion Salt, and Kane actually getting up and moving and laughing the entire time.
That was a hoot. Okay, but Bray Wyatt over Chris Jericho hitting Sister Abigail.
Twice.
I'd hit Sister Abigail.
Do you think so?
Twice.
I'm my own sloppy seconds.
Wow, this show's going south like Sherman.
Where's Mr. Peabody?
Not that Sherman!
No, Sherman.
No!
Sherman.
Sherman! William Tecumseh Sherman!
Oh, I thought you meant like
The
the
man-
toilet paper.
No, the man that destroyed half the country.
He destroyed Atlanta.
Yeah.
I wish he'd leave my cat alone.
Yeah.
It's-
Just like that one guy we work with.
Yeah, let's not talk about farm animals. Okay, moving on. We've got the next match, Mrs. Daniel Bryan versus the McMahon family dominatrix.
Yes, where the safety word was
Yes! 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 Okay, we're good. Stephanie McMahon versus Brie Bella. Well,
where Stephanie came to the ring in a bondage outfit.
yeah, she basically came to the ring in a bondage outfit, picked the whole thing up, put it square on her shoulders, and carried the whole thing.
Yes, because while Brie tried to imitate her husband, just like another diva that's married to a former
Dude, we
WWE.
covered that.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
He's alluding to it.
Yeah, I'm alluding to the fact that neither one of them could pull off their husband's moves worth a damn.
Well, I mean, it's the simple fact.
I still go under the assumption of if you can't do it right, don't do it at fucking all.
You know, it's every time I see Brie Bella, I keep thinking of that Adam Ant song, Goody Two Shoes.
Yeah.
You know, because I keep thinking, can't wrestle, can't talk. What can you do? You can't wrestle, can't talk. What can you do? We all know why you're on the roster, 'cause you married Brian.
I kept wanting to sit at the
I have a version for Nikki, but y'all know where this is going. So,
I kept wanting to sit at the announce table and start throwing Super Balls at her.
dude, if you saw my Twitter, you'd know what I'd be doing at that announce table.
Eh, drinking Cole's whiskey to kill the pain of watching that match?
I think I would drink Cole's whiskey, smash the bottle, and stab JBL with it. Every time he opened his mouth, stab!
That's what Lawler was thinking about doing.
That's why Michael Cole's in between them, because seriously, I think Lawler would have beaten him to death or something.
And then had another heart attack.
But anyway, I would love to say this was a wonderful, good, solid match.
No.
No, it's pretty well one-sided. But
We did have what I called earlier in the day.
a Nikki Bella heel turn, ladies and gentlemen.
Shock it. And we saw it coming 5 minutes before she did it.
We saw it coming 5 minutes before the match started.
Yeah.
Dude, we saw it earlier today. We saw it last week.
Yeah.
I think when we were filming episode 1, we saw it coming. It was off in the distance a bit, but we could still see it, and we were prepared for it. You know, we got the plywood. You know, we got our 5 days of food and water. We were prepared for the Nikki heel turn.
Yeah, but it didn't help when Bree did a tope onto Triple H, standing over him, doing the yes chant, and Nikki's off in the background, throws her head on the ground, looks like she's about ready to throw a little temper tantrum.
Yeah, you're right.
Then walks around the fucking ring and gets up in Stephanie's face like she's gonna make out with her. Although the fans would have paid $9.99 to see that. more than the rest of that match.
Oh, hold on, I'm having a thought.
Don't hurt yourself.
Nah.
That's why I only said $9.99.
Yeah, see, Stephanie's into guys with hammers, not girls with no talent.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And so to finish where so Stephanie's cornered between Bella's. Stephanie gets out of the way. Boom! Nikki hits Brie. No chair, nothing, you know. But
no plan B.
Yeah. And then Stephanie capitalizes
With a pedigree.
With the pedigree for the 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's over. Stephanie McMahon wins over Brie Bella. I need to try and say that 5 times fast. We really should rehearse this.
Nah, we lose the magic.
It'd be less organic.
Yeah.
We go on the Lawler philosophy.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, fuck it?
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, right now, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, this show's about as organic as Daniel Bryan's diet, but, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean as organic as Rob Van Dam's prescription?
Oh, this is why I should have went with the coin flip beforehand.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Not the fans.
It's the fire triangle of Mike and the Guido. Mike, Guido, Trump.
Trump.
You need everything in balance. And occasionally the internet overlords. Okay. And so how do we cool down the crowd for the main event? Orton and Reigns.
Another person with this complex like AJ. Except his wife isn't a famous wrestler. He just thinks he's God's gift to wrestling.
Well, his wife's a famous wrestler. You might have heard of him.
Triple H?
Yeah, I went there. But
it's yummy, yummy.
But I'm not gonna lie. This was a good, solid match. The match was totally designed to put over Reigns.
Yes. Orton did
a phenomenal job doing what he was supposed to do, putting over Reigns and making it believable. And I am not gonna lie, countering the spear into the power slam and countering a Superman punch with an RKO. As much as a bag on Randy Orton, let's see, he's got the tools. He has got every physical and I think pretty sure he's developed every mental thing you need to be a great wrestler in this business.
He doesn't always use them.
He just needs to get off his pedigree and off of Triple. Yeah, you know where I'm going with that. I'm saying he needs to get off of his pedigree and off Triple H's dick. He needs to get off of all that and become the wrestler we all know he can be.
The wrestler he tried to be in 2002?
You mean when he debuted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Evolution?
Before the Get Well Randy gimmick?
Yeah.
I'm surprised he wasn't wearing a cast for 4 years.
You mean when he was trying to be Rocky Maivia?
No, he's trying to be his dad.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, but yeah, like I said, good performance. Puts over Reigns. Reigns won with the spear eventually. But, you had a good back and forth. And, Orton being Orton and Reigns being your prototypical WWE babyface over guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, if Reigns had lost this match, I believe we would be calling SummerSlam the night the fangirl died.
Yeah, especially Mrs. Mom.
She believes in Roman Reigns.
What, no Yo Mama jokes?
I heard that Mrs. Mom is so fat, when she puts on her BVD, it spells out Boulevard. But I have a joke about your Evidence's mother, who was so large, she once vaulted into the air and got...
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wedged! Wedged!
Ding.
Wedged!
This is the stuff that happened before you guys came up with St. Manners.
Yes.
The golden age
of Mantar.
Wedged!
Wedged! Okay, so, back to the match.
Oh, back to the over, okay. Then comes your main event, or as I like to call it, the inevitable.
Whoa, don't let me stop you. Break time.
Alrighty, we will be back.
After a word from our sponsors.
If we have any.
Alright, and we are back. And we're going to wrap up our SummerSlam review with the main event of the evening. The squash match of the century. Brock Lesnar versus John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and go.
And where we get to see John Cena raped for 15 minutes?
No, he's just German suplexed.
Well,
over. And I swear to God, Brock Lesnar had less moves than John Cena in this match.
He had one.
Well, he did throw punches. And
okay.
the F5. Okay.
He did take down Hammer Fist.
Of course he did take down Hammer Fist. That's all he did. That was his UFC.
And Cena didn't even do your strategy that you offered to him.
Kick him in the Goonies and run off with the title?
No. What? Go. Yeah, look.
Hey! Is that Alistair Overeem? No. Basically, it was pretty much 15 minutes of Brock Lesnar imposing his physical will, and yet there are still people who were surprised.
Did you see the shocked faces in the audience?
Oh, you mean of the plants they put there to have those shocked faces?
That one guy was sitting there at ringside. You could watch him count with the referee. 1, 2, 3, and then he went...
Oh shit! I didn't think he'd actually make it!
And then I swear there was one person that looked like they had a remote control anal probe.
Ooh.
Cena?
Yeah, him too.
I don't think there was a remote control about it.
No, because Lesnar kept getting him from behind.
And German suplex. And German suplex.
Kurt Angle was sitting...
And
I can do this all day!
Kurt Angle was watching that match going, dude, I better be getting some royalties off this match. So I came up with that. You're just ripping it off like a cheap whore.
Well, no, he ripped that off of Chris Benoit.
Yeah. But we can't give Chris Benoit money, because God forbid Vince does something nice.
Oh, hail the Overlord. Oh, hail the Overlord.
Dang it, now I'm gonna have to go back and censor this episode.
Yeah. Damn it.
We said Chris Benoit.
Ah, you said it again! Blow it up.
Yes. Brie Bella can say bitch 15,000 times, but we can't say Benoit.
That's a dirty word, like wrestling.
No, yeah. Okay, basically we all knew going in, Cena's going to be taking some time off to make more crappy movies. With where Tron's going to see the advertisement. When they mention the deleted scenes, he's once again going to say, oh, so they have the scenes where Cena doesn't suck. And so we all knew that they were going to put the strap on Lesnar for some ungodly reason. But I have one question. Where do we go from here? They literally took like, you know, the top babyface in the company, and Brock Lesnar basically spent 15 minutes making his entire career look absolutely like erasing every last bit of credibility that Cena ever had in the 12 years he's been in WWE. And those 15 title reigns. They've taken the belt and put it on somebody in which it means absolutely nothing to him.
The paycheck does.
Of course the paycheck does. But you gotta think going forward. Alright, wrestling tells a story. Or at least I thought it did. Where do we go from here? How are you gonna make it believable that someone can beat Brock Lesnar? I mean, what is going to...
Your only possible solution that I'm seeing right now is a guy that's not ready for that main event match. And that's Roman Reigns.
I mean, good Lord, what are they going to have to do? This is probably, could this be what's going to happen? I think this might be what's going to happen. What's going to happen is they're going to put him against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. There's a good chance he might come back. Put him against Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. And you're going to be touting it, of course. There's no way Brock Lesnar... And we're not going to believe... How are we going to believe John Cena couldn't beat Brock Lesnar? What makes you think Daniel Bryan's going to... What's going to happen? Daniel Bryan's going to have this back and forth for Brock Lesnar for like 2 seconds. Then all of a sudden Lesnar's going to be beating him and beating him and beating him and beating him. And then what's going to happen? We're going to come down the entryway, blow the horn, and then Mantar's going to come out and save the day?
Oh, I thought Brie was going to come out and cry over Daniel Bryan. And that's Lesnar. Stop, Brock, stop. I'll do anything you want. Just stop beating up my husband. And when she says anything... Oh, wait a minute. We're talking about Brie, not Cena.
I'm vaguely reminded of the episode between the Ultimate Warrior and Fabulous Sherry, whatever the fuck her name is.
Martel.
Yeah.
Where she was on her knees begging the Ultimate Warrior to have a match with the
Macho King?
Yeah. It looked like she was performing
Fellatio?
Intimate services.
Don't fall asleep on her, she would.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about a legend. We're talking about a Hall of Famer.
Yes.
And I do not get credit at all for working us into the angle and the Horn of Mantar.
You gotta love it. We need to book it.
Love it.
If anybody's watching.
Start a petition.
Hey?
Yeah, start a petition. Yeah. Hey, you all put out a petition to push Ziggler. They listen. Hey.
Start one for us.
Yeah. Put Mike and the Guido on the network. We might actually subscribe. They would.
They're still trying to hit that 2 million subscriber mark so they can start printing money.
Well, I mean, you'd think they got in over 170 countries.
Yeah, but apparently the international audience isn't as gullible.
Yeah. Because it's hard to put $9.99 in euro and dinars and marks and...
Yeah.
And October 12th, pounds.
Yeah, and TNA is a lot more popular overseas than the WWE. But the TNA network is only going to be $9.98.
With a 3-month commitment.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is our SummerSlam recap, ladies and gentlemen.
It was a show.
It was good, but we're waiting for great.
Yes.
And you know we're not going to see great on Night of Champions. I'm sorry.
No, that's another one of their... what the fuck do we do pay-per-views? It'll be like Battleground all over again.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Hell in the Cell. They could have beautiful matches inside the Hell in the Cell. Will they?
No.
No. Last great one we saw was where Paul Heyman got the shit kicked out of him on the top of the cell.
Why? Because Paul Heyman makes everything better. He's the bacon of professional wrestling.
Yes. That man could get heel heat on the cat here.
He could make you boo this cat.
Never.
Oh, yeah, he's that good.
It's like Shawn Michaels could wrestle a toaster at WrestleMania and you'd all love it.
Well, Triple H tried wrestling a broom.
Yeah.
Too bad it wasn't a shovel.
I'd cheer for a toaster. Makes toast.
Toaster! 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 Okay, and we will be back.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to bring you a special news segment entitled Guido Rants.
Thank you, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, something we've been trying to get to has been the issue with Alberto Del Rio. As everyone more than likely knows, Alberto Del Rio was released, or basically fired, by WWE for unprofessional conduct. It stemmed from an incident that happened backstage between him and Cody Barbieri. Most of us could have cared less who Cody Barbieri was because we didn't see him on the roster. But as it turns out, he is the social media manager of WWE. The incident that happened was the guy made a bad joke to Del Rio's expense, didn't apologize for it, and Del Rio slapped the perro. Now, while I agree with the fact that they fired Del Rio because of his unprofessional conduct, and I do, you don't slap people. There are people all over this great country of ours, over the world, that will say anything to provoke something out of another person. We do it right here on this show. And no, it is not professional in any way, shape, or form to backhand somebody for something they said, regardless of whether it was racist or not. However, my problem with this situation was the fact that Cody Barbieri has not yet received any sort of reprimand for his actions. Because I believe there should be. While I believe that Del Rio's actions are unprofessional, so are Barbieri's. Especially the simple fact that Cody Barbieri used the WWE's Twitter account to slam Del Rio, saying that people shouldn't be mad at him. If you should be mad at anybody, you should be mad at Del Rio. Were those the WWE's words? No. I'm pretty sure those were Cody Barbieri's words. We're all going to get to know Cody Barbieri very well. I've been practicing this name for about the last 5-10 minutes because this man bothers me. Because from what we understand, his problem wasn't only with Del Rio. He has problems with other WWE superstars. He likes to talk down to WWE superstars. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. Barbieri, if you happen to be watching. It's called World Wrestling Entertainment. The wrestlers are the people getting the fans. I don't want to say that god-awful universe word again. They're the ones who get the fans in the seats. Certainly not your, check out this week on WWE. Oh, check this out. The network's only $9.99. Yes, you have a job to do. Your job is to promote WWE through social media. And yes, I know you have the backing of Stephanie McMahon, but let me give you a few pieces of advice. 1. When you are tweeting using the WWE handle, you are not representing Cody Barbieri. You are just like every wrestler. You are just like every other executive. You represent the company. When I am at my job, I don't just represent me. I represent the company. When I'm doing this show, I don't represent me. I represent Mike and the Guido and everyone else involved with this show. Granted, it's like one guy, but I represent him too. Your words were not just your own in that case. Those were WWE's words that rang out on Twitter. 2. Just because you have Stephanie McMahon's backing now doesn't mean you will have it in the future. I'm sure that you should, one of these days you will get the warning you deserve for being an arrogant, stuck-up prick who thinks his shit don't stink while walking around the backstage, insulting the true faces of the company. And 3rd, last time I checked, the axe was flying everywhere. They fired wrestlers, they fired office staff, they fired a timekeeper. I'm pretty sure they can get a 13-year-old to do your job. In closing, I just want to say this. Professionalism is key in any business. From McDonald's to any Fortune 500 company. The actions of Alberto Del Rio, yes, they were unprofessional. You don't go around hitting people. It's not right. And he's lucky he got away with it, didn't get charged. You threatening to sue Cody Barbieri didn't help matters. Because that man had talent. Your talent is shared with every 12-year-old with a cell phone. Don't think you're special. And above all else, if you're going to call somebody out, use your own damn Twitter handle. Wrap it up.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, has been Guido Rants. Thank you for joining us this week on Mike and the Guido.
Hey gang, Mike and the Guido here. You like what you're seeing? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to give us a shout out on Twitter, at Mike and the Guido. All one word.
Or our individual Twitter accounts, at ourmanguido.
That's at r_man_Guido.
Or at Laplop. LAPLOP, all one word.
Dude, seriously, you sound like a California crap.